She wanna like me cause I know like fucking Carolina. She try to be nosy and hit her line. She like, girl, you can we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the
yeah. I've been smashing. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. Savage, tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I step like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
But this around here, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, 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 car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch.
S-T-R-O. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. Business. I ain't getting paid with you, my color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep it different vibe. Is you down to ride, never tired? You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Mid beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. One of 2 spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready? He took the outline. 54 Mike. Let's go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. He'll look to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
54 Mike. 54.
The first carry for a former member of the Fighting Irish, Dexter Williams. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And Elliott puts this one through. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
21. Get wide. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check nickel. Big ass.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Tuesday. 6-man. Check girls. Hey, white.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. The run there on 1st down gets them a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Come on, D! SOS. Hey, sprint players. The twins. You go tight. Get up.
Now Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. On play action, they'll throw. This complete to Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. On the counter, here's Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They're going to look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Mike 58 right there. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Ford. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And Freeman lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. There he goes, right side. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And Adams has it, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 16, Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
And 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check. Tighten up. Got it. 11-3. 58. Whip. Watch the whip. Wait. Check the hot read. Under. Hey. Wahoo.
Now it's Ryan. Freeman a first down and more. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Ryan now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Here's Ryan to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go. Penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Austin Hooper there to make the grab. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
Austin Hooper. Touchdown, Packers.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Elliott good with a PAT, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 5. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Grady Jarrett gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Set, ready, before the base. 54. Get him on. West. Lucky.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll go again to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully.
Pressure brought in. Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Rashawn Gary able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Bang, 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 bang. Check. 58 to Mike. It's our time. It's our time. 54, stop. Check 9. Hey, check. Get up.
Here's Ryan. Flushed out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
44, Mike. Hey, wait.
From the gun, Ryan looking in zone for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On the delay, Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run, Devontae Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Now it's Freeman. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Ryan. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.